now listening to The Couch on 24/7 Miami with your hosts, Chubby Dubby,
Dubby, baby.
Clem December,
Big Clem. December, it's Clem time.
and your boy Coleman.
Coleman, I've had the most absurd nightmare. I was poor and no one liked me.
Let's go.
We'll do it live. We'll do it live. It.
Okay. That is 7 and 9 bullshit. Okay. I know what I'm doing. Okay. We had some 7 and 9 bullshit this morning. Okay. I know what I'm doing. I'm not fucking going 7 and 9 or 8 and 8 or 9 and 7. Okay. Okay. I know what I'm doing. Bull.
And welcome back. As we all know, that was the goodbye of Jeff Fisher. We got a full studio today. We got Coleman and Matt here. You guys are listening to The Couch every Tuesday at 7 o'clock live on 247miami.tv. Make sure you guys are following us on Twitter as well for our YouTube links. For our live stream every week at 7. Follow us at Twitter at @thecouch_Miami. So a very somber Tuesday show.
And we have a new Instagram. It's at the Couch Radio, no underscore spaces. So follow us on there.
The link will be in that bio as well.
Sad Tuesday. We're here to mourn the loss of somebody we've been talking about for the last.
Nobody's mourning.
I'm a little sad.
I mean, we don't get to talk about how bad Jeff Fisher is now.
Yeah, we don't get. Yeah, but at least we don't have to. I mean, watch this guy do a mediocre job for you know. I mean, you know what I mean. I hate watching that.
So he's right.
I think it was funny though. You know what I mean? It's a little bit of comic relief. You know what I mean? Like,
No,
laugh a little, Matt.
No, there's plenty of that. Guys don't deserve to have jobs and make millions of dollars when they're not doing their job.
yeah.
Well, he was
But
right.
I'm not mourning Jeff Fisher's firing.
He was right. What, you want to become the next coach for the St. Louis, LA Rams?
I could go 7 and 9 every year.
Actually, he was 4 and 9. I think that he might have just lost the rest of. So I mean, he was right. He didn't go 8 and 8. He didn't go 7 and 9. He did worse. He got fired at 4 and 9 after nasty loss to Atlanta.
Yeah. A little statistic about that game. The Atlanta Falcons scored 6 touchdowns. I believe it was 3 on offense. Was it 3 on offense or 4 on offense and 2 on defense, something like that? But they scored 6 total. And prior to that game, the Rams had only scored 5 in the LA Coliseum this year.
Oh, Jesus.
Brutal.
Is that serious?
Yeah.
So my fun Jeff Fisher stat was the fact that Bill Belichick can go 0-16 for 6 straight years and still have a higher winning percentage than the Jeff Fisher.
Nice.
Yeah, well, that's what happens that's the difference between 12 and 4 for 16 years and 4 and 12 for 16 years. You build up that cushion. No, I don't know how bad. I think the Rams organization looks awful with everything that happened the last 3 weeks. We've been talking
Dickerson out. You get out, Jeff
We've been
Fisher.
talking about Jeff Fisher for 4 weeks, and the Rams have just been looking like a fool. And then you have all this with the dem-offs where
Right.
all the beak wetting. It just they signed him in the offseason, but they didn't really even feel comfortable about announcing it.
Right.
Then they couldn't find the time to announce it. Then they announce it when the team's on like a 4-game losing streak. Then they fire the coach a week later, and all of it. And you gave the guy an extension, which I'm sure had some money, like some guaranteed money up front.
Oh yeah.
Which his agent got a piece of. Who his agent is the father of a Rams CEO or a Rams administrator.
It's not the CEO, but he's
whatever.
He's an executive within the Rams organization.
Yeah.
And it's just the timing is so curious with everything. You're right. I mean, the organization just looks ridiculous. And so like the timing of the announcement of the extension. So it wasn't when they were 3-1 and it looked like they were going to have a good season. You know, they waited until they got trounced by the Patriots last week to go ahead and do that. And then there was this curious thing that happened. So Jeff Fisher announced, said or confirmed that he had indeed received a 2-year extension after this season, which the Rams are on the hook for the rest of that for firing him. Like unless they agree to some sort of buyout, which Jeff Fisher would not be wise to agree to anything like that. So they're on the hook for it. But after the announcement that he had signed the extension, they were like, "Oh, did the GM get an extension or something too?" He's like, "Oh, I don't know anything about that," basically. And so they had to be like, "What are you talking about?
Yeah,
we gave you both an extension at the same time. Like, what are you doing saying you don't know what that is?" You know what I mean? Like, so it's showing a lack of confidence in the GM, or he's lying.
It all looks foolish.
Both. It looks stupid.
And then you're having a beef with a Hall of Famer of the team.
Right.
It all looked very, very foolish.
The way that they handled the Goff situation, like
that was strange all season, man.
Everything is just so weird. Like they traded 6 draft picks, including a first and a third in 2017, to move all the way up to get Goff, and then they don't even list him as on the active roster for the first game of the season.
Todd Gurley's comments also came in a timely fashion, talking about that the offense looked like a middle school offense as well. So I mean, as of right now, what are the rumors going around far as head coaching for the Rams? I mean, I'd say it's a big job, right? You're in LA, it's a big market now. It's not. Is it different than St. Louis? I mean,
different, but
you're playing in the Coliseum. I mean, you can kind of, and you're going to be the fresh face of this, new city. Kind of, I mean, Fisher was there when it was St. Louis, so he kind of transitioned into the whole LA thing. Right now, LA is getting their coach. I mean, hopefully, because I could care less, but the coach that's going to spring them into the future.
I think they wanted him because Jeff Fisher is actually an LA guy. So I think that they probably wanted him, and the hope in the future in extending him in this offseason.
It doesn't even matter if he's an LA guy. This isn't college,
just
man.
Just telling you, like he's pulling the middle finger out of his pocket while he's riding around in a golf cart and wearing sunglasses that break off in the middle. You know what I mean? Like he's a weird dude.
Yeah.
He's an eccentric person. That
sounds like you in the next 20 years. Huh?
Hey, you never know. It's just I don't understand all the talk about how it's such a great job and like this is the best job available or anything like.
You don't.
I don't understand it necessarily. Just jumping on the gun right away because that takes this job is immediately tied to a quarterback that they didn't pick. That they don't know. We don't know if he's any good or not. They're saying that he can't even handle a basic NFL offense. And that's part of the reason why he wasn't starting, because he couldn't read the playbook.
But then again, you're catching him on his first year at the same time, so you're not really that tied to him.
But you don't move up to number 1 overall and trade your entire draft stock for somebody that is not ready.
Okay, yeah, you still the jury is not back on Jared Goff yet.
Right, and he could be good. It's just he's not good right now.
So like he said, he's still next year would only be his second year. That's a pretty good defense. You've got Todd Gurley, who had a down year, but if you put him behind a good offensive line, he would be a good running back.
Sure.
When I look at the Rams, that's what I look at is you've got the young quarterback you need to develop. You need to improve the offensive line and get a wide receiver weapon. If you can do that's a decent team. That defense just got 42 hung on them by Atlanta, but I think everyone agrees that they've won 2 games this year where they didn't even score a touchdown.
Yeah.
Right.
They've won 2 games off defense and field goals. So
the defense has to be tired at this point of the season.
Yeah, there's a decent core at that team. Their defensive line, like the heart of their defense, is that defensive line, which is young.
Aaron McDonald, man.
Aaron Donald.
Yeah.
He looks like he eats a lot of
McDonald.
McDonald's.
He looks like he eats a lot of McDonald's.
I agree. I think it could be a good job, but I don't think that it's necessarily. You can't say, okay, Jared Goff is a good quarterback that I want to tie myself to right now.
Okay.
He could be, but he's a project. He's a development.
But it's probably the best job out there because what other jobs are going to come open? I think Hugh Jackson will probably get another job, even if Hugh Jackson gets fired,
another chance.
He's not going to. I don't think he'll get fired the first year.
This is his first year, right?
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. So he's not going to get fired.
I don't think so.
You did your research on that one.
I did my research on that one. Todd Bowles, is he going to get fired? He's on the hot seat.
He's on the hot seat.
But I don't know if that's a better job than the Rams job.
I don't think so.
The Rams job might be one of the. I mean,
Gus
obviously,
Bradley in
anytime there's an opening at head coach, it's probably because the team's a little down. So it's not like you're ever gonna. There's no good coaching job like
Can't go hire the Patriots right away.
Yeah, exactly. There's no good coaching job like you're gonna walk into the Seahawks organization.
Gus Bradley is definitely going to get canned. But look
Jacksonville.
They even said so much. I think Shad Khan or whoever the owner is even said like
Shaka Khan.
He was like, no, not Shaka Khan. But
I wish.
I think he said basically for lack of better words, he's a dead man walking. Like he's going to be fired after the season.
But look at what Andy Reid did to Kansas City. I mean, if you want to talk about coaches kind of coming in here and really changing a lot of what's going on, you kind of see it first year. Maybe it's a fluke with Doug Peterson and Philly, but he's kind of changed it around. Jack Del Rio in Oakland.
Wait, you said Doug Peterson has changed it around in Philadelphia?
Aren't the Eagles like 5-9?
Well, but they're hopeful though. I mean, look, all right, regardless of it's not Chip Kelly, man, and it's not. It seems so volatile, and they kind of started off 5-0, so not bad, right?
No, they were 3-0.
Whatever.
You did your research, right?
I did. Yeah, I did. But then, look, it brings me back to something that you said, Coleman. What head coach really goes in there with a clean slate? As far as, I'm going to get to pick my quarterback. I got the GM that I want. It's it never all happens at the same time.
No, I know.
What I'm saying?
Yeah. And I
look at, and we have the best example here with the Dolphins. You get what I'm saying? I mean, nothing has ever happened all together as far as GM with that picks his head coach and a head coach that picks his quarterback. We've kind of always had it jumbled up.
No, I agree. And maybe I was a little bit too strong on saying that it was a bad job. I don't think it's a bad job. I just don't, I don't think that it's necessarily a great situation to go in and win right away. And of Goff being a number 1 overall pick, like he has to do well. And if you are going to go coach that team, you're going to be tied to it because you don't have any more draft picks in the next few years to be able to go pick another quarterback.
Right. On a lighter note, though,
the Dolphins, baby.
Oh, yeah.
We're still alive.
Big win. We're in the hunt. We are right outside the playoff picture.
Listen, Matthew, you get it all out now.
I'm about to tell you what's about to happen.
You get it all out now, brother, because I got something to say to that.
Listen, Matt Moore
is taking us to the playoffs.
Is ready to go. I know it's too loud, Coleman. That was on purpose.
Coleman's old ears.
Listen to me. You listen to me.
We're listening, man.
Listen.
We're listening, man. We found Robert, man.
Matt Moore is ready to take the Dolphins to the playoffs. And I don't know what he's going to do in the playoffs. But listen, Matt Moore is a veteran who has been waiting for his opportunity to play meaningful football. He started in Carolina. They probably weren't good.
That was it.
The last time he played like a bunch of games for the Dolphins was when they benched Chad Henne.
Right.
And we were like 2-11, and they let him play like the last 4 games of the season. And I want to say he went like 3-1 or something.
Look, you want to know what me and a buddy of mine? Okay.
So
go ahead.
This is Matt Moore's time. His career is probably, he's 33, 34, is like getting to the point where he's probably going to start, getting into real estate or something. This is
insurance adjuster.
This is Matt Moore's opportunity to play some big time football. I think he's going to step up. He came in the game late on Sunday, went 3 for 5, 50 yards, had the big pass to Kenny Stills that set him up for the touchdown or the field goal. But I think Matt Moore is ready to go. He does a lot of the same things that Tannehill can do. There's nothing like super special about him.
Game manager.
It's been so long since I've seen him play that I feel like I don't have a good gauge on what it is.
No, I know. I have a gauge. I have a gauge on Matt Moore, and I'm telling you, he's ready to go.
Me and a buddy of mine from work, we call him Clipboard. That's what we call Matt Moore because I don't think he's played a football game in 3 years at least, 3 seasons.
I don't care.
This is going to be the first time Tannehill's out. I mean, Tannehill's never been out. He's played every game.
Right.
No, I got an eye for this. Matt Moore's ready.
Take us to the Super Bowl. I mean, not to the Super Bowl, to the playoffs. But I mean, again, that's obviously the biggest news.
Hey, the Patriots have the same. The Broncos have the same record as us,
right?
And they got to go through the Patriots next week, then the Raiders, then the Chiefs. We've got Bills, Jets, Bills, Patriots.
Yeah, but 2 of them. I mean, Jets, Bills are both away. They're going to be in horrible weather.
Matt Moore is here, baby.
Matt
Moore is here, Coleman.
Well, the benefit of the whole thing, the whole situation is that it wasn't a tear, right? It was a sprain.
Yeah, ACL. But I think you sort of you have to err on the side of caution when it comes to Tannehill, at least as far as I would say, like, and a lot of doctors are saying, like, listen, you could rush him back and it's potential that he could be back, but we're looking at almost an identical situation that happened to Robert Griffin in his rookie year, where it was week 14. He had an ACL, MCL sprain. He skipped a week, came back or he skipped a week or two, came back for the playoffs, and then what happens? He plays the Seahawks and his knee just gets blown to hell. And now his career, may never be the same because of it.
Right. I'm thinking they're saying it's a 2 to 3 week thing. If it's just a sprain, that's best case scenario.
Right.
So you're looking at the end of the regular season. So I would look at it as pretty much he's done for the regular season. If Matt Moore gets him there and Tanny feels good and he feels ready to go, he probably plays. Yeah,
I think they got to be careful because when you talk about making it to the playoffs, like, which I do think is a very real possibility. They're tied with the Broncos. We'll see how the schedule plays out. There might even be some other openings, I think, with
but
Baltimore.
We don't really
and
hold
Pittsburgh.
our own fate if Denver wins out, and so do we.
Yeah,
right.
But you can't. I mean, they have to control what they can do. They got to win their games and then hope for something else. And if they win all the games and it doesn't, and the chips don't fall right, then they don't.
Trevor Siemian is not going to survive that gauntlet.
I would say probably not.
Oh, okay.
Khalil Mack, Von Miller, Justin Houston. Those are some defenses and also good offenses that the Broncos are not going to win. The Broncos may not win any of those games.
It's likely. We're going to see some things shake up. I don't think the AFC is by any means decided so far.
And it's so much better than the NFC this year.
And we're going to, and you still have the Ravens and the Steelers are fighting for a spot. And, unfortunately.
Well, the Ravens, I mean.
Well, the Ravens have the head-to-head against us, but we have the head-to-head on the Steelers. Right. So if it comes down to it, you never know. It very likely will come down to a Week 17 matchup with
I think this kind of spoils things for as far as free agency over the offseason. I mean, now, look, I know I've been a Tannehill hater, and this whole season pretty much. I've just never bought into that. And I think that now it's, the excuse that he got hurt is we're going to be stuck with him for the next 2 years at least.
Well, I really don't buy in. They have to sign him. It's the team option after this season, whether or not they decide to sign him long term or not.
And all this money's going to kick in.
Right, exactly. And I feel like you have to. Like, I think because there's nothing better out there. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
I guess when you put it like that, I mean, it makes sense. I still think Matt Moore likes his old job better, just holding the clipboard. But
give Peyton Manning a call. Tony Romo.
Tony Romo. We'll get into that a little bit later. But what about? We had a key injury today.
Yeah, they hung up Mike Pouncey's skates.
Yeah, he went on IR.
Which I've been saying this. Jay has not been the same effective running back without Pouncey in there because Steen is just not.
Pouncey's just $50 million a glass.
Right,
but he hasn't been bad though. Ajay, I mean,
he's not been good. He's been his average has been down significantly without Pouncey.
I don't like the numbers of 20 carries and 48 yards.
48 yards. I mean, come on, dude.
But Arizona's
are you even trying?
Arizona's the number 2 ranked defense against rushing yards in the league.
Look, Arizona's not a good football team.
They're not, but their defense, they don't give up yards on the ground.
They're the number 1 rush defense or number 2 rush
number
defense.
Number 2 behind
Green Bay.
Denver.
Or
no, not Denver.
Baltimore.
Okay. I'm a little disappointed at what I saw. We won, and a win is a win. That's what I've been hearing all week, right? Or all weekend. Just, hey, a win is a win, whatever the case is. But our defense doesn't look good, man.
No.
And honestly, we just can't hold a fourth quarter
lead. We're just
lead.
missing a bunch of guys.
And it's been, yes, so was everybody else at this point in the season. And it's been since the beginning of the season with Seattle. We couldn't hold them in the fourth quarter. Look at the Jets game. We almost lost the Jets game because our defense couldn't hold. I don't know. Even the Patriots. I mean, we had the Patriots and nothing because our defense couldn't hold on to them in the last quarter. It's just something that I think we've been struggling with all season. All we have is a pass rush. Yeah, we did. I mean, we weren't that far away from the Patriots.
Yeah, but we didn't have them. They were winning the literal entire game. We had them right where we wanted them.
We want them. 28-0.
Here we go. Let's turn it on now.
I did my research on that one. Just a little disappointed in the defense. What we're gonna do? We're gonna go into break. Talk a little bit more around the NFL, huh, guys?
Oh,
when we come back.
Let's go around the NFL.
Let's get it.
Stay tuned to the couch with Dubby, Clem, and Coleman on 247miami.tv. Back after this.
Yeah. Y'all done fucked up, let the jump man jump. I gave you that work like a dope man front. Took that lane, boy, I ain't no chump. Going over your head, I'm going with the dump. Like, whoa, going 85 through a red light. If the head right, then I'm there air night. Give a stick of bubble gum and a lead pipe. Can't make a lot of noise, but the bed might. Damn right. Got the sheets wet like a seashore. Looking at me like you wanna be more. Sorry, but I gotta go record. Back to the money this year was a detour. Ha, it went down in the DM. Hitting every city, went around in the BM. Talking that shit, but they quiet when I see them. I wanna be alive, but I do not wanna be them. Whoa, guess I'm going back to the basics. Throw it on the scale, bust it down in the 8 shit. Fuck around, say the wrong shit, catch a facelift. Ain't a zookeeper when my dog's doing ape shit. Ha, I am the wrong one to fuck with. The one you should not put your luck with. Just one more round till I'm dumb lit. My reaper so loud it's gonna interrupt shit. Say what you want, but do not touch. I'm 24K, I do not bluff. I rip and I dip, I do not cuff. You did a good job, but one time is enough. Please do not get in your feelings. I'm too busy running shit, making the killing. I ain't got no limits, like we ain't got no ceilings. I ain't got no worries, I'm chilling, and that's on me. That's on me. That's on me, baby. That's on me. You do what you want when you getting these checks, and now that I'm on, you can watch me flex, and that's on me. That's on me. That's on me, baby. That's on me. I'm trying to feed the fam 100 grand every month. You know we go ahead, taking chair with the stunt, baby. That's on me. Yeah, that's on me. That's on me. I know what I want, I'ma get that shit. I gotta take care of everybody I'm with, and that's on me. Yeah, that's on me. Yeah, that's on me. Yeah, that's on me. Truth is, only God knows when I'm gonna die. Until that day, boy, I'm gonna be fly. That's on me. The way I maneuver so low key. Only if you really know me. I'ma tell you like they told me. If the product too dope, they go OG. So I feed them line after line. 16 is too much, I'm blowing they mind. Too much at stake till I stay on the grind. I'm back in the whip like a Optimus Prime. Go get a mo, spiller 24K. There's no Rilla, go Rilla, no killer. Plug with the priest and the dope dealer. No Twitter, no trigger. Talk way less, get mo figures. No quitters, go diggers. I swear them hoes so bitter. Make room when I come through. Cause my whole squad gotta come too. I know that your girl don't want you. You know that I do what I want to. Cause money's a hell of a drug. Money's a hell of a drug. I'm so addicted, trying to take off on the plug. But these bitches falling in love. Don't get it twisted. Say what you want, but do not touch. I'm 24K, I do not bluff. I rip and I dip, I do not cuff. You did a good job, but one time is enough. Please do not get in your feelings. I'm too busy running shit, making the killing. I ain't got no limits, like we ain't got no ceilings. I ain't got no worries, I'm chilling, and that's on me. That's on me. That's on me, baby. That's on me. You do what you want when you getting these checks, and now that I'm on, you can watch me flex, and that's on me. That's on me. That's on me, baby. That's on me. I'm trying to feed the fam 100 grand every month. You know we go ahead, taking chair with the stunt, baby. That's on me. Yeah, that's on me. That's on me. I know what I want, I'ma get that shit. I gotta take care of everybody I'm with, and that's on me. Yeah, that's on me. That's on me. Truth is, only God knows when I'm gonna die. Until that day, boy, I'm gonna be fly. That's on me.
The Couch. You're listening on YouTube live, The Couch. Follow us on Twitter, The Couch _Miami, Instagram, The Couch Radio. Also on 247miami.tv, and also on that channel you can listen to Now Trending News with a Twist every Monday, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. live on 247miami.tv. And now it is time for Simple Jack.
Simple Jack. Everybody knows you never go full retard.
Goodbye, Mama. Now you can have ice cream in heaven. I'll see you tonight when I go to bed in my head movies. But this head movie makes my eyes rain.
You went full retard, man. Never go full retard.
Ladies, not all at once. Not all at once. Let Coleman be.
Okay. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. This week's Simple Jack comes to you courtesy of the Associated Press.
AP.
It's going to be a little hard for you to guess, so I'll just go ahead right with it. It is out of Forest City, North Carolina.
All right. Is that your hometown?
No, it is not. My hometown is Hollywood, Florida.
Well,
a local Santa Claus in Forest City, North Carolina, has come under fire for some controversial comments he made to a 9-year-old boy last week.
Awesome.
A woman brought her son to visit Santa on the main street to tell him, obviously, what he wanted for Christmas. And Santa allegedly told the 9-year-old boy to lay off the hamburgers and French fries. Shocked by the comment, the boy's mother told local news and the town manager, who said Santa Claus apologized following the incident, but the mother demanded that he be fired. The apology was not enough.
Oh my God.
Following all the backlash that he received, Santa Claus has since resigned. The boy was also said to have torn up his photo with Santa and stated he would never come back to Forest City next Christmas.
Well, listen.
Oh my gosh.
If anyone is gonna get a little kid to tighten up and maybe take exercise a little bit seriously, how about your idol Santa? If Santa says
Local neighborhood Santa.
Hey, I know
Hey.
Santa's not the best shape guy.
How about some cardio, fatso?
Yeah, Santa's not. No, listen, I'm gonna defend Santa here.
Yeah.
Santa's not in the best shape, but he's got a job to do. He's got an image to uphold. If Santa lost 200 pounds and he was this lean, mean,
He wouldn't be Santa.
he wouldn't be Santa anymore.
Right.
If he started, trimming his beard and got an F-boy haircut, he wouldn't be Santa anymore. But Santa is allowed to tell you to, watch the weight, buddy.
When was the last time you sat on Santa's lap?
Yesterday.
Yeah. How old am I? 35. But I mean, think about it though. There has to be a reason why Santa. Okay, he was probably sitting on his knee, which is probably arthritic at this point.
Arthritis is kicking in.
And it was getting sore. So he was like, "Damn, son, lay off the hamburgers and French fries."
Yeah.
That is awesome. I wonder what the kid was asking for. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe the kid was asking for some
Better be asking for a Bowflex.
Yeah.
for a barbecue or something.
Yeah, he was asking for a treadmill.
That is absolutely
Or
nuts.
maybe Santa told him, "You're not getting, your Hatchimal. You're getting."
That's that new
treadmill."
thing, right? Like,
Yeah,
that's
I
a
don't
new
know.
thing. I don't even know.
I don't. It's like a Furby that pops out of an egg. I don't know what it is.
I remember Tamagotchis.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, boys. It is bowl season.
Yeah!
It's bowl season, so we are going to pick a couple games real quick.
That's right. Before we get into more NFL.
So first game for you is the famous Idaho Potato Bowl, and of course, the Idaho Vandals are playing the Colorado State Rams. Rams, possibly. We don't have mascot names on here, so these might be guesses. But smart move by the bowl committee to put Idaho in the game, kind of draw some crowd to the Idaho Potato Bowl. So, Manny, who you got? Quick? Idaho.
I'm going with the Colorado State Rams.
Okay, next game is the Dollar General Bowl
Ooh.
between your Ohio Bobcats and the Troy, I believe
Trojans.
Troy Trojans.
Sounds right.
Sounds right.
I might be wrong.
All right, Manny, who you got?
I'm going Ohio.
Okay.
Ooh, across the board, the Ohio Bobcats.
Ohio. All right, don't forget that one's on Friday,
Let's-
December 23rd.
Yeah, make sure you don't miss that one.
All right. Then you've got your Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl.
Ooh.
I wish that name had a few more words. You've got your Louisiana Tech crawfishermen
Yeah.
versus Navy.
yeah.
Navy
The
midshipmen.
Navy midshipmen.
I know that one.
That's not UTEP. Okay, no, go ahead.
No, that's Louisiana Tech
right.
crawfishermen.
Did that change your pick now?
The crawfish.
Come on, quick.
You're going
Navy.
with okay, yep.
Yeah.
Navy across the board.
Yeah, even though I think they didn't look too great against Army.
Yeah.
And then finally for this round, the Motel 6 Cactus Bowl,
Yes,
the
my
Boise
favorite one.
State Broncos, and the Baylor Inappropriate Touchers.
Okay, good one.
No, they are the Golden Bears. You're right. That's the other team. Okay. So go ahead. Boise State, Baylor.
I'm going with the Broncos.
I'll go Baylor.
Okay, cool. That was awesome. That was Bowl Pick'em. This is the first round of Bowl Pick'em. And now It's a good week in football.
Yo,
Well, it's very low scoring fantasy wise.
Yeah,
That kind
that
of
little quarterback play was horrible.
Not a lot of
All right.
a
touchdowns.
little disappointing that way, but there was a lot of good games. There was a lot of surprising games. Do you guys want to start with the most recent game? The game last night, Monday Night Football. The Patriots defeated the Baltimore Ravens 30-23.
Good game.
That was
What's your
a
takeaway from
great
that
game.
I thought it was a really good game.
Patriots got off to a hot start. Baltimore recovered.
From Baltimore.
I do
really
too.
did.
I think it's a little bit deceiving as far as the score of the game, because Baltimore on offense, without getting the ball on the 10-yard line from two horrible special teams plays,
right,
with 3 field goals from Justin Tucker.
But talk about that special teams play.
Yeah, it was
That
crazy.
Awesome. I mean, and you think about it. I mean, Bill Belichick started his career as a special teams coach,
Right?
And I mean, you got to think about how much film into a call like that, man. I thought it was awesome.
Yeah, but it's the first one that the guy just kicked off of his foot, like that one was a little bit ridiculous. That's not coaching. That's just a mistake.
Well, yeah, but I'm talking about the block, man.
Oh yeah, well the block, obviously.
About the block. I thought, what did I take from the game? Coming into, we're gearing towards the end of the season,
right?
I think Thomas Brady, model American, pleaded his case for another MVP run.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, he did put up 406 yards and 3 touchdowns on one of the better defenses in the league so far.
Right.
They're better against the run than they are the pass, but they're still pretty stout against the pass too.
100%. It's one of the best defenses all around, top 5 in the NFL, you'd say, right?
Yeah, I think I would have to agree with that.
Okay. Other games?
No thoughts on that one,
No thoughts on that, Matt?
You good?
I'm happy that the Patriots. Honestly, I don't usually root for the Patriots, but we needed them to beat the Ravens.
Yeah, that's true.
So I was happy about that. So good for them.
Okay.
Next game. I was having a great time watching the.
Oh, this is good. This is good radio.
Was it Pittsburgh? Pittsburgh was playing against
Buffalo.
The Bills, all right? I was having a fun time watching that game. Why? I felt that Buffalo never had the ball. Every time I was watching, I was red zoning in and out, and
right.
I was watching. I honestly was really locked into the Arizona game because I'm a David Johnson owner, obviously, and a Dolphins fan.
Mm-hmm.
I was rooting for the Dolphins over David Johnson, though. But this game, every time I'd flip back to the Steelers Bills, I felt that never had the ball, and every time they had the ball, Tyrod Taylor was running away from a lot of people.
It's because Le'Veon Bell had the ball the whole entire time.
The whole entire time. He had 38 carries, 236 yards. He had 298 yards in total, right? Like total yards from scrimmage.
Right.
He out-yarded the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo Bills had 295 scrimmage yards. He's the first person to single-handedly outgain an opponent this year.
I mean, whoever had him on their fantasy team definitely had to have won this week, right?
Yeah,
I mean, there was no way a Le'Veon Bell owner lost this week.
Yeah, the kid that beat me in one of my leagues had him. So,
I mean, he put up what, 50?
47.
Yeah, pretty close. I mean, depending on the scoring, yeah, somewhere around there.
Well, in standard leagues, it was 39.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
You just take
no, standard league was 47.
47?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, there we go. Yeah. What games were you watching this weekend?
I was pretty drunk at the Dolphins game, so barely
you were at the Dolphins
barely
game.
even the Dolphins game.
Were you out there the whole time out in the stands just getting drenched?
Well, no, because it's covered now.
Well, a lot of it is, but
my seats are covered.
Okay.
Way back up in the corner of the roof,
Right. Okay.
But yeah, at our tailgate we did a case race, teams of 2, so we were really trying to put them back that day. So
let's see here. Broncos Titans was also good. I called that one.
You,
right?
in case you didn't know, you were done speaking, Matt.
Yeah, I was done.
I mean, yeah, you were, right?
Wow.
Debatable.
No, let's just keep doing this.
Keep going.
Indulge us.
Yeah.
Indulge us. Anyway, so Broncos, I'm happy the Broncos lost. We need the Broncos to lose.
Yeah.
Right. Tennessee, it was an all right game. I mean,
I
it
didn't
was
see
10-13.
any of the highlights of that game. It looked boring. There was a lot of boring football. Did you see the Cowboys Giants game? Boring.
No,
Wow.
yeah, see that kind of ties back into me going to the Dolphins game.
Yeah.
I didn't make it to Dallas Giants.
It was, what was it, 10-7 was the final
it was
score?
7-10.
And I was pretty down about my my one fantasy team that lost. So like the end of Sunday, like just like being way too drunk and then trying to recover and get some food, and then kept looking at my fantasy score and Sunday afternoon was not good.
That game was, man, the Giants really have the Cowboys number, huh?
And something that
That's crazy.
sort of was a little bit revealing to me, and maybe this, we'll get into a little bit of what exactly, because a lot of people did have Dak and or Ezekiel Elliott, but that's for like MVP or Rookie of the Year or whatever it is. But did you know that this game would be the third game in the row that Dak Prescott has passed for less than 300 yards or less than 200 yards? I'm sorry.
Okay.
They obviously lost, which is not that big of a deal, but it seems to me, and then you see the impact that he has on Des Bryant. Like Des Bryant had negative fantasy points. He had one catch and a huge fumble in the whole entire game.
He's never really had a rapport with Des.
He doesn't, but it brings into my thought process the question of, are they really a better team with Dak Prescott than they are with Tony Romo?
Goodness.
Oh,
Coleman, are you serious, man?
Yeah.
You're gonna let that? You're gonna bring that smoke up right now?
I am.
I mean, they're 11-2 for God's sake. So we're talking about a freaking rookie here. Okay,
Yeah.
11-2, dude. The kid had a bad game. I mean, it happened.
Or as Coleman has showed you, he's had 3 in a row bad games.
But he's won.
Yes,
but he's won.
But
I mean,
what I'm saying is, look at it a little bit further, a little bit more critically than just the win-loss column. Yes, he has been winning, but largely your offense is very pedestrian. All it is basically Ezekiel Elliott and dump offs to Cole Beasley and
Jinx.
which, hey,
I mean, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Guy,
and guess what?
You got to win somehow.
With that defense, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs with that offense.
You think so?
The Seahawks will smoke you.
There's a hot take.
That's a hot take right now. Huh? Coleman
listen,
Atkins.
The defense
a lot of people got Dallas winning the Super Bowl there. Coleman saying, "No way, Jose."
Nope. The defense is not good enough for you to be able to put up 10 to 20 points a game and survive. The defense is not that good.
Seattle's too streaky for me. But look, the Giants were going to take one aspect out of the game, whether it was Dak or it was Zeke. They couldn't touch Zeke. I mean, he still had a fairly good game, and they took away Dak, and I don't know. Obviously,
they scored 1 touchdown.
They have his number. What can I say? The only other game that he lost was to the same team, so nobody else has been able to do much.
Okay. Well, I'm just telling you. And if you
then basically they better not see him in the playoffs.
Right. Which is a very real possibility.
Yeah.
The Giants are surging. They're getting hot at the right time. Giants have one of the top 5 defenses in the last 3 weeks, and we'll wrap up that one.
No, Giants defense has been getting. They have been playing how they got paid because they spent over $200 million on that defense in the offseason with Olivier Vernon, Janoris Jenkins.
It's their money. I don't care.
No, yeah, whatever, man. I'm done.
Okay.
What do you mean?
No, I mean I'm just saying, like, it's about time they started playing like that. That's a playoff defense.
You fell out of love with Aaron Rodgers, and now you're in love with Dak Prescott.
No, I still love
Aaron
Aaron
Rodgers.
Rodgers.
Anybody say anything opposite of
Dakota? I like Aaron
That's
Rodgers.
the problem.
I like him best. He's my favorite.
We will take a break and then do some more segments and talk about. Okay, no, never mind. No break. Psych. No break.
Psych.
More college pick'ems, but make it quick.
Oh, okay.
Get your hot
We've
takes.
got the new era Pinstripe Bowl between the Pittsburgh Panthers and the Northwestern
Wildcats?
Wildcats. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So who you got? Quick.
Well, I hooked up with a girl from Northwestern, so I'll go Northwestern.
I'm going Pitt.
All right. Zaxby's Heart of Dallas Bowl between the Army Black Knights and the North Texas Big Green.
It looks like the Eagles
I think they're the Big Green. The Mean Green.
or the Falcons.
Okay, pick it.
I can't even find it. I'll go Army because I can't see.
I'll go Army after their big win against Navy.
Okay. The this one sounds delicious. Buffalo Wild Wings Citrus Bowl.
Woo!
Here we go. LSU Tigers, Louisville Cardinals.
Louisville.
I'm going LSU.
You're going
Ooh.
LSU.
Yeah.
All right, and then last one for this time.
Ed Ogeron.
We're going with the let's go out to probably San Diego for the Raycom Media Camellia Bowl.
Don't miss that one, guys.
Is that in? No, that's probably in Tampa, right? Raycom. I don't know. Appalachian State. Appalachian
Mountaineers.
Oh, okay. Versus the Toledo Rockets.
I'm going App State.
I'll go App State.
Okay, and we'll be right back with more segments. Maybe talk some NFL MVP race and pick some more college bowl games.
Les Grossman. We not get money yet. Price now 100 million. You pay now or tomorrow Simple Jack die. Great. Let me get this down. 100 million. Oh, wait. I got a better idea.
Stay tuned to the couch on 247miami.tv.
Instead of 100 million, how about I send you a hobo's cheese? Then you kill him, do your thing, skin the go to town, man. Go to town.
No.
In the meantime, and as usual, go yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you see
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Can you see now?
Oh!
No, really, my stepmom's not.
I'm playing Freddie Mercury, shaded like some curtains be. And my fate is certainly I need the money urgently. All I see is green and green around me like a nursery. Currently, a little bit of spitter, that's that currency. Tell me how you heard of me, how on point the verses be. I'm not the best, but virtually I'm grinding like a worker bee. Chick be out of mind, she thinks she finna get a purse from me. Like she the one that's in here putting in this work for me. I put lyrics on wax, that's my heart and my soul. But go with a pass, surprise how far you can go. Not saying it's facts, that's just what I've been told. Didn't say it you asked, I just thought you should know. And I ain't got no time for a hater. Can't feel you like I'm smoking on the vape, like smoking on the vape. And I ain't got no time for a boy talking down, use a motherfucking faker, use a motherfucking faker. Can you see now? Can you see now?
Can you see it? Can you see it?
Yeah, can you see now? When you see me, baby, don't be acting see now. Can you see now?
Can you see it?
Can you see now?
Motherfucking feeling it.
Can you see now?
Can you see it?
When you see me, baby, don't be acting
Okay,
see
okay.
now.
What the status of it?
Welcome back to the couch, ladies and gentlemen. You're listening to the couch live on 247miami.tv and also on YouTube. You can find the link from our Twitter page or Instagram, the couch_Miami or the couch radio, respectively. Up next, we've got a little surprise for you listeners. It's something that W and I are actually not privy to.
Yeah.
It's a
surprise for us too.
It's coming out of Matt's laboratory. It's a new little segment we like to call We Don't Know What It's Called Yet. And this segment is brought to you by BeastDFS.com, your one-stop shop for daily fantasy analytics. The BeastDFS contains critical, valuable, and insightful information necessary when creating daily fantasy lineups in NFL and NBA. Go to BeastDFS.com and download your copy of the Beast Jr. for free today. BeastDFS.com. I lost a little steam.
You got it through, baby.
Okay.
All right,
so
man.
here it is, new segment debut. Dun, 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 dun. It is called Glass Half Full.
Okay.
Okay. So it's Christmas time. I like Christmas music. I don't love it. I don't hate it. It's
The only
just
time I listen to Michael Bublé.
it's just whatever. But one thing I don't like about Christmas music is how it's just piped into the atmosphere from everywhere. They've got rocks on the ground. It's coming from the top of buildings. I know that they've got plant cars driving around just blaring it. Like always, if you just are quiet enough, you can hear Christmas music coming from somewhere.
Right.
Like they just pipe it into the atmosphere, right? Excuse me. So it's kind of annoying in that aspect. It's like it's just piping from everywhere. But Glass Half Full, people are more horny around Christmas music. So I'm thinking if you need any help, maybe take an iPod, pop on a little Christmas music playlist, throw it in your back pocket, and just
walk around,
emit
Christmas cheer.
Yeah, it's like your mating call, if you will.
Huh.
That's
so
interesting.
I did the research on that. I did, I looked up the numbers, and I'm not even just telling the men out there.
A lot of September babies.
I'm not even telling the men out there that women are more horny. Men are horny too. I'm telling you, I'm more horny around Christmas music.
Equal opportunity.
I don't know.
So
it's kind of year round, brother.
Take your and hey, you know what? I might start playing some Christmas music in July if I need to spice things up.
Huh.
So I did the research on that, and that is true. So, Glass Half Full.
What's the stat on it?
That
I mean, you said research, right?
Yeah, I did research.
Okay.
Huh.
And I did, and by research I mean I thought to myself, do I get horny around Christmas music? I said to myself, yes, and then that's my research.
I think it's a mixture between the smell and the music, right?
Oh.
Hey, there it is.
You're a very bad boy this year.
And that was.
I don't think it was Matt that was sitting
I'm
on
Santa Claus's naughty list.
Black Santa.
I don't think it was Matt that was the one that was eating all the cheeseburgers sitting on Santa's lap over there. Where were we? Where was Simple Jack from?
Forest City, North Carolina.
Yeah, that's too far for you, huh, Matt?
Yeah, so that was the debut of our new segment, Glass Half Full. Thank you.
Very good job. Golf clap.
That's awesome. Is it just my parents? I mean, I remember my folks, they played Christmas music while we were doing the tree. Now I'm never gonna look at that the same.
Oh, dude, yeah. When you guys were like looking at the tree, or your backs were turned, there was a little neck smooch here and there,
tie on the door, huh?
and then you have to go to bed at 8:30. You know why you have to go to bed at 8:30? Because your parents have to be in bed by 9:15. So gives them a little playtime.
Santa Claus is coming to town.
Yes, he is. Okay, so
MVP
race. Let's talk.
Up,
okay,
right?
yeah. So, who do we got in there? We got Derek Carr, Tom Brady, Zeke, Dak. Even though they're a wash. I think
they're going to cancel each other out, and one of them's probably going to win Rookie of the Year.
One of them for sure is winning Rookie of the Year. I mean, there's nobody else that would be in that category as far as there's a lot of good rookies. There are a lot of good rookies, but none in the stage that Zeke and Dak have been.
Are either of you of the mindset that Tom Brady's suspension hurts him?
No. I don't think so, and because of how well he's played,
his numbers, the last two players to play in an NFL season at the age of 39 as quarterback were Brett Favre and Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning's numbers were like 22 touchdowns, 18 picks. Brett Favre was like 22 and 22, and at the age of 39, Tom Brady's numbers right now are 22 touchdowns. Did he throw a pick last night?
I didn't see it.
I don't think so. No.
So then 22 touchdowns to 1 pick this year.
That's absolutely nuts.
That's
at
crazy.
The age of 39, and you're missing 4 games.
And
that's the craziest part. The fact that he didn't play.
And you don't have your best receiving asset.
Right.
Yes.
In Gronkowski. But then again,
crazy.
I mean, it's what a football player is. But here's
is Derek Carr's. Okay, so Derek Carr's, is he helped by the fact that he's rising up the Raiders?
I think he is, but then I think that also his performance last Thursday, and then maybe his performance moving forward, which it may not be his fault. He's got an injured pinky. I think is there something wrong with one of his legs too?
I don't know.
Maybe not. Maybe I just made that up. I don't know. I didn't do my research on that. But
you didn't.
But he definitely does have the hurt pinky. I have that. That's a scientific fact.
Yeah, you did your research on that one.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I think it has to play out. Obviously, I don't know how do they determine the MVP? Who votes on it?
That's usually your department, brother. Is it the writers?
It's NFL writers, I believe.
I don't know.
It's the writers. Now, here's my problem with the whole race. I mean, it's all loaded up with quarterbacks because they're the pretty boys that get the snap. But, bro, I mean, I'm liking a lot of these running backs right now. And they're not really being as talked about as much as the said Derek Carr.
Were you going to say Le'Veon Bell?
I was going to say David Johnson.
I would say that you have a very good argument that David Johnson is more important to his team than any other player is to their team.
It's been a workhorse, but his team sucks.
Right, and
that hurts him.
He will not win it because of that simple fact. Because the Cardinals are not sniffing the playoffs, they're not going to make it. I'm pretty sure that the Dolphins just put the nail in that coffin.
Bruce Arians might have another stroke by the end of the season.
But you're not going to see a team with 4 or 5 wins at the end of the season have an MVP. It's just it doesn't work. And that's not how they do it.
Right.
Even though
does that make it fair though? I mean,
no.
I mean, to me, it's whoever's most valuable to their team. And
I think that there's an argument that if you take David Johnson away, the Cardinals don't win a game this season. Right.
Fact, which kind of is the epitome of, most valuable player.
You're not going to get an argument from me on that one. I'm just telling you that it's not going to happen.
He already passed the 1,000-yard mark, and he still got
100 yards from scrimmage in every single game. It's pretty close.
No, not well from scrimmage.
From scrimmage, I believe he has.
Yeah, from scrimmage, he actually has. When you put it like that,
he's a receiver too. He was a receiver in college.
A receiver in Northern Iowa, to be.
The Northern Iowa what's to be precise.
I have no idea.
Oh, big smarty pants.
Hey, hang on quick. I did some quick research here. There's been 2 players to win the NFL MVP on teams that did not make the playoffs. Johnny U,
right,
and your boy OJ Simpson.
Oh, okay.
Orenthal James, if as some of us call him.
Orenthal, your buddy Orenthal. Not yet, but I mean, then again, you're talking about 2 of the that have existed, that have ever breathed life.
Right.
I mean, and it proved my fact wrong that nobody ever has, but I still don't think that David Johnson will.
No, he
I don't
won't.
think
He
he will
won't.
either.
I think it's a Tom Brady, Derek Carr race. The guy who gets the 1 seed in the AFC wins the MVP.
And
Maybe.
what's been real impressive, again, you mentioned the name earlier today, or earlier in the segment, was Le'Veon Bell.
Right.
Minus 3 games, he's 3 yards behind David Johnson as far as yards or rushing yards.
Okay.
He's already had 218 carries and he's got 6 touchdowns, which is, David Johnson has 5 more. Whatever.
He's a beautiful runner to watch, if I may.
And it's such a difference from D'Angelo Williams, because you saw D'Angelo Williams, and excuse the metaphor here, but he hits the hole real hard, right? Le'Veon Bell, he's just kind of dancing around. He's going this way. I see the hole open up. I can be patient. I'm running slow, and then boom, hits the hole.
It's
and he
pretty
just
to watch.
sprints through. It really is. I mean, for football fans, I got real fired up. Real fired up when it comes to pretty football, and that's how I felt. The season Peyton Manning threw the 55 touchdowns and whatnot. That's how I felt. I was watching pretty football.
Yeah.
And that's what it's like watching Le'Veon Bell.
All right, so who's your MVP?
Le'Veon Bell.
Really?
Yeah. Like, I would vote. Like, if I was a writer, I would vote Le'Veon Bell.
Okay.
I think I would probably vote Le'Veon Bell, but I think Tom Brady's going to win it.
Tom, I'm going Tom. Terrific.
Yeah.
I also think I
That's
think
fair
that there's a case for Derek Carr, but I really think that the Raiders are going to peter out here towards the end.
A couple more bowls here real quick.
Don't miss the bowl game.
The Air Force Reserve Celebration Bowl, the Grambling State Green Bay Packers logos versus the NC Central Mustangs. Looks like a Mustang.
I'm going to go with NC Central.
I'll go with the Packers.
Okay. We've got the Quick Lane Bowl with your Maryland Terrapins and the Boston College Eagles.
That was the last one I picked, Matt. I'll go Boston College.
Yeah, I'm going Boston College there too.
Okay. We have got the Belk Bowl. That's going to be
What's a Belk?
It's
a
you put it around your waist.
department store
Oh, okay, yeah.
or a grocery store.
A department? Oh, it's an establishment.
It's a JCPenney's,
Oh, okay.
but
Cool.
in New Hampshire,
Right.
maybe.
So here's the Belk Bowl. Catch this one on Thursday, December 29th at 5:30
Don't
p.m.
miss it.
Arkansas Razorbacks versus your Virginia Tech Fighting Hokies.
I'm going Virginia Tech.
I'll go Hokies.
The
Okay.
Turkeys.
All right. And one more is the Franklin American Mortgage Music City Bowl.
Awesome.
Cornhuskers, which, side note, Cornhuskers, my favorite mascot name ever for any sporting team, because Cornhuskers, just say that a couple times. Cornhusker is just so funny.
Cornhuskers.
All right, the Nebraska Cornhuskers versus the Tennessee Volunteers.
I got the Huskers.
I'm going Vols.
Oh.
You don't like the Matt? You don't like the University of Santa Cruz banana slugs?
Oh, that's from Pulp Fiction.
It's actually a real thing, though.
Is it though?
Yeah.
Okay. What else?
I feel like there was.
And we've got there's another bowl that I might be going to. Shout out to my alma mater, the AutoNation Cure Bowl, UCF versus Arkansas State.
Oh yeah, you might not be. I don't know. You might run. I want to see you run on the field.
Where is that that you'd have to go to?
It's in Orlando at the Camping World Stadium Citrus Bowl.
So they have that's there, and then they also have a Camping World Independence Bowl.
Correct.
Which is NC State Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt is the Commodores.
Yes.
And NC State is the Wolfpack. Who you got there?
Yeah, I got the Commodores.
Oh, okay, yeah, good pick. They just had a big. They just beat someone. Who they just beat?
I don't know. They could have lost every game this year.
They beat. No, they beat.
You wouldn't have known.
No, they beat Tennessee on rivalry weekend.
Oh.
Hey, how about this?
Earth-shattering news.
Scrambles papers.
This earth-shattering news is actually a little bit scary and literally could be earth-shattering.
Okay. Oh.
California?
A senior scientist affiliated with NASA says it's only a matter of time before an asteroid or comet will bring large-scale devastation to Earth.
They said, what is it? Extinction level comic event is. But okay, I love the term. Like we're due Due for one.
Yeah,
Like,
you
what
know,
does that mean?
It's only been a few billion years.
Like, yeah, if it's been a million billion years, so if a comic disaster happens within the next 5,000 years, then you can call that been due for one.
Well, but his argument, and this was Dr. Joseph Newth, who also, it says that he's a senior scientist affiliated with NASA. So I'm not sure if he really works there, if he's like somebody's uncle or something, you know what I mean? But he basically said that, like, we've had close calls in 1996. We had a close call in 2014. You know, comets coming close to Mars and in the view of, you know, being able to see it from Earth or whatever. And he said the most recent one, we only found out about it 22 months out. So, like, if it were to come to Earth and hit us, we would have only known 22 months in advance, and we need like 5 years to be able to build like some sort of deep impact, or what's the Bruce Willis Ben Affleck vehicle? Armageddon. Like,
come on.
I was just struggling with the name, but he said that we basically need 5 years to be able to build something to go up and like land on the asteroid and try to blow it apart.
Right.
So he's basically saying we got to build a rocket now.
And if in the event that we have to do that as a world, if we have to gather a team like they did in Armageddon, I want to be a part of that.
Only the strong survive, Matt.
Because I'm the strongest. I did the research on that. I would love, like, dude, that looked like so much fun in Armageddon, man.
Anyways, big games coming into week 15. Fun stuff to look at. Denver, New England, where you see Aqib Talib go against his old team, and Washington, Carolina. I really want to see that matchup on Monday.
That's a Monday night game. There's going to be a lot of fantasy implications on that one.
Norman going against his old team that didn't end so good.
Yeah.
So you guys are listening to The Couch. We're here every single Tuesday night at 7 o'clock. We re-air on 247miami.tv every morning at 9 o'clock.
Roughly.
But listen whenever you want, because now you can listen on demand.
For sure.
Link is in our bio on Instagram, The Couch Radio, at The Couch Radio. So you can listen whenever you want now. So help us get our views up. All right.
We'll see you next week.
Ciao.
On The Couch.